Hello, and welcome to our second attempt of changing my bass strings. Now, I will show you the very first attempt of me trying to change my bass strings. You will get that video, you will see where things went wrong. You will get to watch me unstring the bass because in this video, you will just see me stringing the bass because unfortunately, I bought the wrong size strings the first time. So the second time around, I hope I have the correct strings. They are right here. I am terrified to open them, but I really do hope I got the right size. I went on Guitar Center's website for the bass that I have. Someone recommended these exact strings, so I am hoping that these are correct and I wasn't trolled online. If that is the case, I will be very sad today. But without further ado, let's get into this video. I might be terrified, but nonetheless, this gotta happen regardless. All right, let's do this. How do you like my makeshift workbench? Originally, I wanted to make this video in my room, but I knew I didn't have a whole lot of space in there to really work on this the way I need to, since changing guitar strings is not the same as changing bass strings. That is something I'm currently learning now. Which, does it suck? Yes. Did I think this was going to be a whole lot easier than it was supposed to be? Oh, absolutely. One, two, okay, good. Sorry, for a second there, I thought, because this says, I'm so confused right now. Oh, normal 4-string set, but why does it got 6? I'm so confused because, all right, so let me just show you. So here's the package. It very clearly says that it's for bass, it says it's got the gauges, and then when you open up the package here, it shows you the colors and the string names for each string. So okay, 4 strings, that's a bass, but why does the part that have the strings look like this? I don't know if you could see, but can you see how there's more than 4 letters on there? That's the part that I'm worried about. That's the part where I'm like, it says normal 4-string set, but I can't lie, it feels like there's at least 6 strings in here. And if I've been bamboozled, I will be so sad. But I guess here we go. Okay, well, if they gave me 6, I'm just gonna return them, I guess, because, oh my gosh. I can't tell if it's 6 or if it's 4. Let me, colors. 1, 2, 3. Okay, never mind. It felt like there was 6 strings in there, but there was only 4. These strings feel significantly thinner compared to the last strings that I bought. So I think I did good, and I bought the right strings because these strings are not as thick as the last one. So that was definitely my mistake, that I bought the wrong gauge or the wrong size strings. And now that I have the right size strings, everything should work smoothly and go as planned. I am so excited now. I was terrified the first time. Let's get on with the first string. Color brass. This is our E string. We will put it right there, and we will put the other colors in here so that we do not lose them or misplace them. Set that to the side, gather all of our trash. This brand, I love this brand because I use this brand for my guitar strings, but do not make your bass bags like this. Only put the 4 string names on there, because putting the extra 2 just confused me greatly, and I was so scared that I bought guitar strings, even though I know these are bass strings. But lesson learned, let's move on with it, shall we? All right, I forgot 2 very important things. One is the tuner for me to tune up as we go when I'm finally done, and this little key tuner here, it is for guitar, so it is too small for my bass, but I'm going to try to use it nonetheless. So let's see how this goes, shall we? Let's start off with the first string. This is always the scariest part, is unwinding them, because I know you gotta really hold on to them. It feels like almost like a snake, because if you don't hold on to it too well, then it's just gonna go all over the place. I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry, I got distracted. I lost the train of thought of what I wanted to say. Not a pretty noise, not a fun one. No one likes that. Hmm. I hope. I hope that this works because it seems like the issue I had the last time is arising. But if it stays as it should, well, I'm terrified to start this. I really am, because it looks like I'm starting to run into the same issue as last time, which is like me being worried that the string isn't the. Why are you holding there? First of all, isn't like the proper size. And so now I'm worried it's not going to fit the braid. It's going to. I'm just worried. Let's just say that. Are they the right strings this time? Yes. Am I still worried that this is gonna go wrong? Yes. Do I feel like I'm gonna have to pay someone to do this? Probably, but I'm still gonna give it a try nonetheless. So for the last strings, these cutters would not cut the strings for the life of me. This time it cut it so nice and so easy. Now comes for the hardest part. Now I think I'm gonna have to take this off of my good old workbench here and put this in front of me. I'm gonna try to do it so you guys could still see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Says it goes in there. This is the part that scatters my. This isn't supposed to go. Because I'm also wondering if I should have cut it shorter, like just a little bit more. We'll see. If anything, if I have to cut it a little bit more, I'll cut it a little bit more. Then you give it a good old bend. And then, now for the longest part, the hardest part. So far, so good. Wish I had someone to show you exactly. Trying to make sure it comes out as straight as possible. Because we want it to be straight as possible. Hope this works. Alright. Too much. Mission success. I was extremely terrified. I couldn't finish filming so you guys could watch me put it on completely, only because the longer it kept going, the more scared I was that it wasn't going to work. But it works. It's pretty good. I mean, do I feel like it could have been better? Yeah, but for my first try, for my first bass change, I think I did pretty darn good. So let's get on to the next ones and let's finish this up. Also, I'm sure you could notice, but I am sweating up a storm after that first one. Now let's move on to the A string, which is going to be red. And now that I know these cutters are going to work, it'll be so much faster. But this thing, it was just too hard trying to use it for a few seconds. Like every other turn, it feels like it was giving me what I wanted. It was working, but I think they have like bass tuning keys, and if I have to, I guess I'll have to invest in one of those. I really would prefer not to, honestly, but you get what you get, you know? So on to our next one. Gotta turn that little key, bring this up here to me, and well, I will cut it probably there. That much I feel like is a good amount to. Bam. There we go. Easy peasy. Did not want that to happen. But the next time you'll see this string, it'll be on this fret. It'll be on this bass. I don't want to bore you with a montage of me just changing each string individually, mostly because I'm here by myself and having to turn these things is just, it's really hard to film and do this at the same time, but that's okay. You live and you learn. Let's do this. All right, I decided you deserve to see me string up a little bit more. So here we are, almost finished with this one. Trying to make sure I'm pulling that string as straight as possible. And there it is. Another string. Like, I'm sure there's something I could do about just the how vibraty it is. I know that's not the word, the vibrations. G, A, G sharp, give me A. Thank you. The sweat is sweating right now. All right, for now it's an E and an A. Yeah, I feel like that I could do better the next time I change it, to change the bass strings. But I'm doing great for a first timer. For the first time changing my bass strings, I give myself a 10 out of 10. I'm sweaty too much. All right, you got to watch me do the first two. I think for the last two, or at least for the D string, I'm going to do that one. I don't know if I will film me setting that up just because I feel like you already got to see me do two strings. I feel like we should kind of speed up this video along. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time, you know, so I'm going to do the next string, then the next string. Of course, between each string, I'll do a little filming, but I think during the whole process, just because I get so hot and sweaty, I think I'm just going to take that time to really just focus on this. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to do the D string now. I'm laughing at myself because I just remembered that the first two strings, the way you spin them is not the same way you spin this side of the string. So I got to reference good old YouTube here to make sure that I turn the tuning keys for the D and the G string just right. Otherwise, I feel like I can mess up the whole process of what I've been doing. So yes, let's learn what the right way to turn the tuning key is for the D and the G string, and we shall move along with this program. All right, I think we've got it just right. We figured out how I'm supposed to turn the tuning keys. Again, I'm still all about, though, getting it as straight as possible. So I suppose since it's a different type of method for turning, I will show you, even though this is the hardest part. You gotta keep them tight, keep them straight. And I know there's an easier way to get this done. But look at my workbench. Does it look like I have the tools accessible for me to make this process easier? No, I am doing what I can with what I got, because after all, that's what you gotta do with what you got. Ooh, all right. Truly, the scariest thing is tuning new strings on an instrument, whether that's a bass or guitar. Just turning these tuning knobs is just the scariest thing, because you're just like, please don't snap on me and like cut my eye out. But so far, so good. Everything is looking good. We are down to our final string, folks. So I think for the final one, since you did get to see 3 out of the 4 strings, you might see a little bit of the process for the final string, but I think we will just get along with this video and continue on with our final string. Let's do this. Okay, that last string was the hardest thing for me to do, and yeah, I'm really glad I didn't film it, because I was getting very hot and sweaty and frustrated. Ooh, almost got it to E. Or shoot, what is it supposed to be? A G. What? E, F, one more. Here comes F sharp. Here comes the scariest part. Ooh, we're at a G. Can we make it a perfect G? Perfect, yes. And there. I mean, of course, I still got to tune it again and everything, but it is a success. I did it this time. I did not mess up. It is done. I For the very first time I restrung my bass, this was a lot of fun. Although it was very hard and I got very sweaty, I am glad I documented the process. I'm glad you guys got to watch me. I'm glad that it is done. I am glad that I could just practice the bass again, because it has been kind of sad not being able to practice or learn any new songs on the bass. So now that my bass is freshly strung, I will tune it and get to learning the next bass song for you guys, or start working on the bass track for a current song I'm working on. The possibilities are now endless. It is done. Thank you for watching. Be sure to stream Now or Never's music wherever you do. I will not take too much more of your time, but I do want to thank you for giving me some of your time out of your day to watch my little videos. I hope you stream some Now or Never music. This was a lot of fun. You will get to see me change my guitar strings next. Not like the next video, but eventually you'll get to see me do that too. All right, I love you. Go stream some Now or Never music. Bye.